What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Power Rangers and Ninja Turtle crossover Foot Soldier Tommy and Morphed Raphael. And so here we have Morphed Raph and Foot Soldier Tommy posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figures, let's actually run through their accessories. Starting with Raphael, he does come with two different head sculpts. He does come with the helmeted head, which looks really good. Then an unhelmeted head, which could use some better paint apps. He also does come with several sets of hands. We do get a pair of fists, a pair of grip hands, and a pair of style pose hands. Raph does come with his power size, which are the size fused with the power sword, which look really nice, as well as a lightning effect for the size. So other than that, Raph doesn't come with anything else, but Tommy does come with some more accessories. So Tommy comes with two different head sculpts. We do get the unmasked Tommy head, which looks really nice. I do like the purple bandana. Then we do get a foot soldier mask, which looks really nice. Tommy also does come with two sets of hands. We do get a pair of fists, as well as a pair of grip hands. He also does come with a half mask, which does go over his face, as well as a scarf that does go around his neck. His final accessory is, of course, his katana, along with a slashing effect, so I really do like those. I think I mentioned the katana twice, but that's all they come with. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Raph and Tommy. And so here we have a closer look at Morphed Raphael, and we saved the best turtle for last. I don't care what you guys say, Raph is the best turtle. But anyway, going on to the face right here, we do have Raph wearing the Tyranno Ranger helmet, or the Red Ranger helmet, whatever you want to call it, and it does look really nice. And something I do like is that he has the angriest looking eyes versus all the other turtles, which it is appropriate for Raphael here. I do like the fact that the helmet does have that Power Rangers Red Ranger helmet shape that we didn't see on the original Lightning Collection figure, but we do see here. And then if you don't want him with the helmet, he does come with an unhelmeted head, which the eyes, just like with Mikey, are very poorly executed. I wish they had done a little bit of a better job with that. But other than that, the head sculpt looks really good. I really do like the helmeted head. It looks very good on the figure itself. So with that out of the way, let's actually move on to the rest of his 100% reuse. Mostly, I guess the only new part would technically be his belt piece, where you can have the size go right here. Although they are quite long, as you can see. If you were to have it here, it would be quite long. So I don't know why you would have his size on the holsters right there. It would be very inconvenient for him to move around. But yeah, we have seen this particular sculpt before. We saw it with Mikey. Mikey has this exact same sculpt as Raphael. So the shell and his, well, just his shell in general is the same as Mikey, and then the arms and base body are the same as the other turtles. The only new part is technically his belt piece right here, where it does have the Tyrannosaurus power coin right there, and this morpher looks fantastic. They did a really good job painting it, and the sculpt work on that T-Rex is very clean. Once again, they painted his gloves right here, so you can see the white paint versus the white plastic. It's really obvious on camera, not too obvious off camera, but it is something to note is that the white does feel a little bit thin versus the black, the blue, and the yellow. I guess because red is probably a harsher color, so some of the red might bleed through, so just be aware of that when you get yours. And then, like I said, he just uses the exact same body that we saw on all the other Ninja Turtles, so nothing new here, just done in red, so I do like it. And then we do have the toes right there, the iconic two-toed feet from the Ninja Turtles. So overall, Raph here is very good in terms of detail, even though we've had a look at this figure technically 3 times in terms of the sculpt. I think I like the Red Ranger combination better than all the others. So with that out of the way, let's actually take a closer look at Tommy. And so here we have a closer look at Tommy as a foot soldier, and I really do like what they did here. There's some new parts, but for the most part it's just reusing the base body for the Lightning Collection male figures, and it actually works for foot soldiers. Who would have ever guessed? As far as this figure goes, most of it is 100% reused from previous figures we've seen. The only new attachments are going to be the forearms, the fists, the feet and the wraps right here around the legs, as well as his belt piece. And this collar piece is also new, but we have seen this head sculpt before. It's the exact same head sculpt that we saw with a single release of the Green Ranger, so they actually reused that because it has the headband, which I think that's a smart reuse. They could have easily done ponytailed Tommy, but they decided to go with the headband Tommy because I think that works so much better and it looks really nice. You can see it does bear some resemblance to Jason David Frank, and you can see he does have an earring right here. So really good likeness. I do like the hair. This was one of my favorite Tommy head sculpts, so I am glad that they used it. So as far as the rest of the figure goes, like I said, he is using the base body for the Lightning Collection male figures, which that's not a bad thing. It actually does fit for the foot soldiers. So this entire piece right here is a separate appliance, and thankfully it does peg in on the back. So if you want to remove this, you can. You just have to pop it out as well as his head. So it's not that big a deal. I'm going to keep it on just because it's a foot soldier. And I really wish Hasbro would release a 2-pack of foot soldiers. I think that would look really nice if they just let us army build these guys. So anyway, having a look at the main body, you can see he is in mostly this gray plastic, which I think looks really good. Very good job for a foot soldier. It's a very clean look. The wrinkles all look good, although he still has that zipper that we saw on all the other Power Rangers, and it does carry over to his shoulder pads right here. But really do like the sculpt work on it. It's a very good sculpt. For his forearms, you can see they actually did sculpt almost like the Shredder gauntlets, except these are for the foot soldiers, so they're not as extreme as Shredder's. Do like the silver and purple paint apps. Then we go on to his hands, which have that covering over them, as well as having those gray gloves. So instead of getting a Morpher or a Power Ranger belt, we do have this sash piece, which, like I said, it works really nice. And if you really wanted to, you could take the katana and store it right here in the back. So really like the fact that we got weapon storage with these figures. At least for most of them. April doesn't have any weapon storage, but Tommy's belt here looks really clean. I do like the way it's molded right here, and I do like the sash piece. Although it could be a softer plastic, you can see it's a little bit firm, but it's still really good. Then we have your base legs, which are really nice, and then we have these wraps, which that is very good detail. Out of everything, this has the most detail out of it. These wrappings that they added, even on the forearms, have that same sculpt work. It's a little bit jarring seeing this nice smooth fabric, and then we go on to the wraps, and then his feet also do have that same tabby sock design because he is part of the Foot Clan. But overall, this is a very solid release, and I am really happy Hasbro was able to give us a foot soldier, and it's Tommy Oliver, and that would look so good. I kind of wish that we got all the other Rangers as foot soldiers, or even just more army building foot soldiers. That would be really cool. So, with Tommy's detail out of the way, let's actually get Raph back out here and compare how they stack up to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Tommy and Raph posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Tommy and Raph posed next to a WWE Elite Skill figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Tommy and Raph posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for a final comparison, here we do have Tommy and Raph posed next to the rest of the Morphed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cast. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to their articulation. We'll have a look at Tommy's articulation first. Tommy does have the standard male Lightning Collection articulation, which is a ball joint here at the head, which you can see he does have some up and down movement. Very little side to side, but his head does turn left and right. Then we do get a hinge right here, which does let him look down. And he would look up if it wasn't for his hair piece right here. That's kind of hindering most of the articulation. As far as his shoulders go, they do have a butterfly joint, which does go back and forward very nicely. Goes out to the side to about right there. It's kind of stiff on mine. It would do a full 360, but like I said, it is very stiff on mine, and it does go all the way around, no problem. We do have a bicep swivel working really good. Double bend here at the elbow. Then we do have a swivel and a hinge here at the wrist. His wrists do have up and down movement, and then or in and out movement. His grip hands do have up and down movement, so I do like that. Then we do have a really good ball joint right here in the torso, leaning back and forth, side to side really nicely. Then we do have reverse ab crunch right here that does go back and forward really nicely. No swivel at the waist because it is done at the mid-torso. Legs do kick forward to about right there, kick back, out to the side, could be a little bit better. Thigh swivel works fine. Double bend here at the knees going really good. Then he does swivel at the calf. We have a hinge here in the foot that goes forward and back, a little bit stiff on mine. Swivels at the forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, Tommy has some pretty good articulation. So with Tommy out of the way, let's actually move on to Raph's articulation. Raph does have a double ball joint here at the head, which does allow for some really good movement. I do like that. Turns left and right, no problem. Side to side, tilt, very good. Then he has a ball joint at the neck, which also helps with articulation, so he has some really good range of movement in the head. We have a ball joint here at the shoulder, which does provide in and out, up and down, and you can see how it does rotate in that joint, and it does go out to the side very nicely. Goes all the way around. We do have a bicep swivel, double bend here at the elbow, working really good. His grip hand has an up and down hinge, where his fist and style pose hand have in and out hinges as well as rotate. He does have a ball joint here at the mid torso, going forward and back a little bit, but as you can see, because he is in his shell, it doesn't really provide too much movement, so that is unfortunate. But he does have a second ball joint at the waist, and that does lean forward and back better, side to side as well as rotate. Then we do have drop down hips, which do work really nicely on the figure, so they do drop down, go forward and back, out to the side, giving us some really good range there. We do have thigh swivel working good. Then we have double bend here at the knee, works perfectly. Then we have a swivel at the boot, hinge in the ankle, a little bit stiff, going back and forward. Then we do have forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, Raph and Tommy have some pretty good articulation. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get them posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Lightning Collection Morphed Raph and Foot Soldier Tommy posed for my final thoughts. And overall, this is a very fun set for fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. This reminds me growing up when I would play with my Power Ranger and Ninja Turtle toys together. Now having them finally together, I think this is a really nice set, and having the entire Turtle Clan as well as Shredder, it is very nice. Now I do see the appeal in these figures. They're an amalgamation of Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, something that you would see as a really good source of income, but I can understand if some people really don't like this concept. They want to keep things separate. They want to keep Power Rangers with Power Rangers and Turtles with Turtles, but that's perfectly fine. I think that's okay as well, but I do like this set. It does do a really good job combining the Power Rangers with the Ninja Turtles, and I really do like the way this set came out. Now, I would really love to see Hasbro just release a 2-pack of the Foot Soldier that they released here. I think it's a really good opportunity to give us another army builder, because it's a really solid mold for Foot Soldiers, and I would like to have an army of Foot Soldiers to go with my army of putties and my Morph Shredder. Now, having the entire Turtle Clan is very good, and I am happy I picked this set up. I did pick up my set from Hasbro Pulse for about $42, and you can still pick it up on sites like Hasbro Pulse and Big Bad Toy Store. And I do know GameStop is starting to carry these sets as well, so you can check out GameStop, although GameStop does charge more. I really wouldn't recommend going to GameStop unless that's your only choice, but yeah, I do recommend this set for any fan of Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Power Ranger Lightning Collection videos and my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.